Good morning, everyone. I'm Joseph Manuel D. PILI, and now I will continue the discussion about philosophical reflection and the search for truth. But before that, we're going to have a recap about what we've learned last meeting, which is all about philosophical reflection, critical thinking, and its elements. Last meeting, we've learned the following. Philosophy came from the Greek words philos or philion, which means love, and sophia, which means wisdom. Together, this means love of wisdom. Next, we've learned philosophical reflection and its meaning, which is a profound examination of the underlying or hidden meanings or causes of the problems regarding human existence or life. We've all learned that practicing philosophical reflection can improve someone's critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability of a person to know, understand, and determine whether a problem needs a practical solution or an explanation. There are also elements involved in philosophical reflection or critical thinking, and they are the following: understanding, thinking by and for oneself, thinking proactively, being open-minded, considering different perspectives, questioning and challenging beliefs. Understanding is having a mental grasp of things, of reality, of issues at hand, or of the subject matter. There are three elements under this element, which is the following: understanding the context, understanding the opposing views, and understanding a whole range of issues about a subject matter. Next is thinking by and for oneself, which is the ability to think or reason out and to reflect within ourselves. And it also states that our first judgment is self-centered. Next is thinking proactively. In thinking proactively, this means that one has to think in advance and anticipate certain consequences of his or her action. And by using their own intelligence and knowledge and their ability in order to deal with different situations or subject matter, we can improve our critical thinking skills. Next is being open-minded. Being open-minded is being open to others' ideas, because you can also learn something from everyone. And no one have all the ideas in their head, and sometimes our ideas are not that good, so we need to view other ideas or other point of views. Next is considering different perspectives. In considering different perspectives, we consider other possibilities or perspective, and this also means that you are open to different paths to the truth. Next is questioning and challenging beliefs, which can be either destructive questioning or constructive questioning. In destructive questioning, we oppose or contradict a different view without any basis or reason, while in constructive questioning, we just simply clarify or reconfirm an old interpretation that has been accepted or believed in. We are going to proceed to the next, which is philosopher as philosophers. In this topic, we will learn the definition of philosopher and philosophers. We're going to note their difference and similarities. We're also going to connect it to what it means to be a philosopher. Now, let's define the two. Philosopher notes as the image of a comical and sometimes annoying character. It is often used to describe someone who plays with words or twists commonsensical reasonings in order to come across as funny, while philosophers, on the other hand, are someone who sees the meaning of life and have a deeper understanding and reflection about life itself. It can also mean someone who is engaged on learning philosophy. One great example of a philosopher is the fictional character in Noli Me Tangere, which is Pilosopotasio. Pilosopotasio is a well-educated man, but because of his deep understanding of things, he is often ridiculed or judged by other people. But we have a modern Pilosopotasio, and she is Miriam Defensor Santiago. She is a former senator and is very educated in many things. I compared her to Philosopher because the allegory shown in the book, which is the tension between intellectuals or philosophers and many Filipinos, has not disappeared after all these years. Miriam, just like Philosopher, was ridiculed and judged by other people because of their unique perspectives and how they deliver it. Did you know that Miriam was told to take a psychological test before she became the judge of the International Criminal Court? That is the problem. Because of their sense of humor, people judge them, which will now lead to us needing to know the difference between philosopher and philosophers. Let's define the two. If we will think of its difference, we can say that philosopher delivers statements or knowledge in a silly or different way. They sometimes play with words to come out as funny. On the other hand, philosophers impart their wisdom through a serious manner, and their goal is not to be funny, but to educate other people or to enlighten them. Even though they are different, there is still a similarity. For me, they are similar because they both impart knowledge or information or wisdom. They are someone both capable of growing and becoming a philosopher. To summarize the topic, we've learned that philosopher is a Filipino term that is used to describe someone who delivers statements or knowledge in a silly way. Philosopher is someone who is engaged in learning the discipline philosophy. Philosopher is different from a philosopher in a way that they deliver knowledge and wisdom differently. One plays with words to come out as funny, and the other one delivers it in a serious manner. They're both similar when it comes to their capabilities of imparting wisdom and knowledge, and they both can be a philosopher. It is related to what it means to be a philosopher because you need to know how to distinguish the two from each other and to know how to act as a philosopher. It is also connected because philosophers experience being judged and ridiculed because of their unique perspective in life. So philosophers need to be ready to accept judgments. Because in the early times, all of the philosophers' ideas are being adjudged, but now we are living to their creative philosophies. Remember that all of us is capable to be a philosopher because we are still searching for the truth of life and we are all looking for wisdom.